Alright, so we're just going to run through Commander Legends 2 Battle for Baldur's Gate. I'm going to tier list the the two-colour cards. And we're going to start with the all-deck all-star. This will be a must-include in multiple Niv decks, something very synergistic with the general strategy. It has a home, it might be an all-star, it has a deck where we could put it, and it will definitely go into the deck when I get it. Fun but not efficient. It might be brilliantly built for the deck, but if it's not the best option, maybe not. Brewing idea. These are the cards that we'll be looking at. Could we brew around a deck we may not have thought of yet, and then passes and we won't be interested. So our first is Baldur the Seer. He is a Simic legendary. He taps, draw a card, then exile a card from your hand equal to the number of time counters. Put a number of time counters equal to its mana value. It gains whenever it is removed its way to do. But if you cast a creature spell this way, it gains haste at the end of turn. Remove a time counter from each card. Then remove a time counter. So he wants to suspend creatures and then bring them into play. I think this one sadly is going to be a bit of a pass. I don't think it has too much of a home. So let's move on to the next one. Astarion the Descendant. The Decadent, sorry. A 6 mana 4/4 Elf Vampire Rogue, Flying Dice Launcher. At the beginning of the instead of choose one feed. So this is Sanguine Bond and the other combo of Black Enchantment put together. Oh no, you gain life equal to life. So this can... I might put this in a brewing idea. This might go in the life gain deck. Probably go in fun but efficient. A 6 mana is a bit steep that I wouldn't be interested in playing, so we'll see. Moving along, we now have Baby Yeshiga, Night Witch. Human Warlock for 3 mana. Tap, sacrifice up to 3 permanents. If there were 3 or more card types among the sacrificed permanents, each opponent loses 3 life and you gain 3 life, and you draw 3 cards. This to me reeks of a sacrifice deck, so I'm going to say it has a home. I feel that hitting 3 permanents, so if we would do creature up to 3 permanents, so we could get death triggers. Yeah, I think artifact sacrifice, yes, I believe that deck would work. Carried a Caller of the Small, a legendary 3/3 for 3 mana with trample. Whenever she deals damage to a player, for each token you control, create a 1/1 White Rabbit token. Right, definitely has a home. In fact, we'll put her right here because she's going to be an all-star in a token deck. I will definitely put her in my 5-color Niv token deck. It also doesn't specify creature token, so something to consider. Very solid. Okay. Moving along, Boros Commander, rarely a priority. Whenever you attack, spells you cast on exile this turn cost X less to cast, where X is the number of players being attacked. Exile top X cards of your library until your end of turn. You may cast these spells. So it's 5 mana, but it is an attack. This would, I feel, fit well in a Niv attack deck. So we'll put it in fun but not efficient. I don't think it will see any play. Duke Oologah Raven Guard. In combat on your turn, another target creature you control gains haste and myriad until end of turn. So this is another one for the attack. I actually think I would put this in the attack deck as like a big payoff, because so whenever it attacks each opponent other than the turn you play, create a copy. So it wouldn't trigger the attack triggers, but it could deal with the combat triggers, or we could triple Niv. I think we can. I'm torn between these two. I think we'll say that it's 6 mana, so we'll go with it has a home at the end of it, because Myriad effect here could be brutal if we could get the right creatures. Element Stir. So we get our first Planeswalker here. Whenever you scry, the next instant sorcery spell you cast this turn will cost X less to cast, where X is the number of cards looked at this way, +2. Draw a card and scry 2. -3. Exile the top card of your library, create a number of blue 1/1 blue fairy dragons. Flying. Definitely has a home. I feel that this could definitely go. I think we'll put him. Thing is, obviously we put him in a Planeswalker deck, but we need big mana value to truly get the energy off. Definitely has a home. Put in the bottom of has a home, because we'll definitely play in Planeswalkers, because this is a good thing. That's what I'm excited about. Guccius the Bestower. 3 mana, 05, flying. At the beginning of your end step, toes a player. Target player puts 2/1/1 counters on creature they control. Second player draws a card, and the third player creates 2 treasure tokens. This is a group hug all-star. So we'll put him here. So these are kind of experimental cards. These ones are definitely being played in the Niv deck. I'm very excited. That's probably one of my happiest cards. John Irenicus, the Shattered One. As a player who played the heck out of the Baldur's Gate Icewind Dale games growing up and replayed them a few years ago back in COVID lockdown with friends, I was super excited to see Irenicus. In fact, there's so much about this set that's amazing. Like, even I'm excited for Murder, because the Murder card is a reference to the death of. Just look at the card; it's really amazing. So, Irenicus, 4 mana, 3/3. At the beginning of your end step, target opponent gains control to 1 target creature you control. Put up to 2/1/1 counters on it, and it's tapped, it's goaded, and it gains. This creature cannot be sacrificed. Alright, so this is Chaos. This is Group Hug. It shouldn't be all deck all-star, because I don't think we'll get an all-star. We'll put multi-deck all-star. And in that case, we'll put Alaminster up, because he will probably go in Storm and Planeswalkers. Irenicus will also go in this, because he'll be above Alaminster, sorry. He'll go in Chaos, Group Hug. There's probably some other ones I can't even think of right now. Kaguya, Shadow Archdruid, 4 mana. Whenever she enters the attacks, it gains Death Touch until the end of turn. Mill 2 cards. During each of your turns, once during each of your turns, you may play a land or cast a permanent spell from the cards in the graveyard that were put there from the library this turn. Kind of a self-mill strategy. I sadly think we're going to pass on this one. I don't see a place for her. She's cool, but not enough. Guccius, Scale Singer. A 2 mana 1/4 Dragon Bard. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may cast dragon spells on top of your library. Well, we all know this goes straight into the Niv Mizzet creature changeling deck. I think that'll be a fun, great inclusion. Any more effects that let us play off the top of our deck is very appreciated. Alright. Izona, Dragon's Legacy. Whenever you cast an adventure spell or a dragon spell, it deals damage equal to any target that isn't that round's commander. I'm going to put that in a fun but not efficient. I will probably try it in the combo, part of the combo for the changeling deck, but 5 mana contingent on other stuff is probably not the best. I will still probably try this card though, for funds. Alright, next one. Mahadi, Emporium Master. Legendary Cat Devil. At the beginning of your end step, create a treasure token for each creature that died this turn. Doesn't specify token and doesn't specify our opponents. So I will most definitely be putting that in. It has a home. Probably about here. I will definitely try him in like an aristocrat style deck. I also think if we board wipe and cast him, yeah, there's a lot of scenarios where I feel he'd be very good. He doesn't have, Ah, yes, my favorite cards in this set. Minsc and Boo, Timeless Heroes. When they enter the battlefield, with being a upkeep, we make Boo, a 1/1 red hamster token with trample and haste. +1, put counters on it to one target creature with trample or haste. And then -2, sacrifice a creature. If you do, it deals damage to any target equal to the creature's power. So it's fling. And we can draw if we sack Boo, which is always a sad thing to do. But yes, so obviously multi-deck all-star. In fact, we'll put him right above here because he's better than Irenicus. Well, are better than Irenicus. I think we'll play this. I'm going to try this in the main deck, because in the main deck I currently run the 4-mana Arlen, but I'm tempted to see how this Minsk fares my brain. Alright. Mirthless Soul. What X, or X is the number of experience counters you have. At the beginning of your end step, if a permanent you control left the battlefield this turn, you get an experience counter. Creatures you control get +1% for each experience counter you have. This is very much a brewing idea. I feel there's a deck here, like a proliferate counters deck. I'm going to look into that. That's definitely... Right, moving along. Nira, the Wild Mage. So, 6 mana, 2/7, Human Elf Shaman. You basically have Possibility Storm, and there's no restriction on it. Okay, I'm very torn here because this is 6 mana, but if we're playing it in the Chaos deck, we don't have to be mega competitive here. So I'm going to say it has a home. Because why would you not play Possibility Storm in a Chaos Confusion deck? Whenever you cast a spell, this ability triggers only once each turn. So, for fun, what I'm thinking you could do with this card for the Chaos deck, and why I think it definitely has a home. In fact, we'll put you up here above Yagamathing. Oh yes, and you come up here. Probably put you like there. Is I can imagine you casting a Cascade spell, putting her trigger on the stack to replace the spell, so double cascading. Yeah, I've convinced myself I'm totally putting her in the Chaos deck one way or another. I will find space for her. OG, the Exquisite Blade. When it enters the battlefield, you gain 2 life and scry 2. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, exile up to 1 target creature you control and return to the battlefield under its current control. So... this is a blink card, as you can tell. Casting 2 spells in late game commander and an efficient deck isn't hard. I would be tempted to try and run this because I feel that it could... Problem is you have to cast a second spell to get its effect. You only blink 1 of the creature. I think sadly this might be a pass. Or should I say, it's fun but not efficient, yeah. It really depends on you hitting 2 spells a turn. Alright, let's move on to the next card here. Oh, Ragged Dragon. Guccius boss, right. Human Ball. Each creature you control with a mana ability. Whenever a creature you control with a mana ability attacks, untap it. Whenever you cast a spell, if at least 7 mana was sent to cast it, untap target creature. It gains for 7/7 and trample to the end of turn. So, this 100% is a brewing idea. I do believe there's a mana rock kind of infinite mana deck that exists with the Niv deck that I need to look into. But yes, this is most definitely... I'll probably put her above our experience counter because I think this deck would be the coolest thing to build in 5 color. I mean, if we could just play anything that gives all creatures mana ability. Alright, no, I'm not going to brew while we're going through the tier list. Let's keep going. Raphael, Fiendish Savior. Flying. Other demons, devils, imps, and tieflings you control have 1/1 and have lifelink. At the beginning of your hand step, if a creature you control is put into graveyard from anywhere this turn, create a devil whenever it deals 1 damage. Alright, this screams tribal. and I definitely want to try it. So I'm going to put it just above Yogma here. I don't think it's an auto-include. I think we're kind of teetering on it here. I think it's a fun card that will get cut. So for those of you who don't know the tribal deck, I want all changelings in monocolor, and then in multicolor for Niv hits, we put everything that can pump/give abilities to. Alright, Risha, Kingpin. When you enter the battlefield, you take the initiative. So the initiative is basically venture into a dungeon. Whenever you attack, target attacking creature gains Death Touch. Then the turn, if you complete the dungeon, that creature also gains and gains First Strike and Menace. Wow. I feel this screams that we want to be in an attacking deck. So I'm going to put this in the Brewing. It's 5 mana. We're going to put it here in the fun but not efficient, because I think the attacking deck looks more and more fun to rebuild. I may have to look into this. Tasha the Wish Green. Right. Whenever you cast a spell, if you don't own, create a free black demon token. +1, draw a card for each opponent. Exile up to one target instant or sorcery card from that player's graveyard and put a page counter on it. -3, you may cast a spell from among cards without paying the mana cost. And the Witch Queen can be your commander. Alright, so definitely in Chaos, Planeswalkers, and potentially... yeah, so multi-deck All-Star I think here. Definitely goes here. She is going to be a fun kid. Council of the Four, 5 mana Azorius. Whenever a player plays a second spell, you draw a card. Whenever a player casts a second spell during your turn, during their turn, you create a knight. And whenever they draw the second card, you draw a card. So it's kind of like a reverse stacks where they can draw. Well, this definitely, I think, has a home in a kind of Azorius in the Hate Bears deck. I don't think you would see player anywhere else. Again, it's 5 mana, which I think is a little too steep. And finally, we have Frushkar the Butcher. You have messed up if you are a dragon peasant. If you are a dragon and a peasant, you have messed up in your life. Okay, 5 mana for a free fall. Whenever this creature attacks, double the power of each dragon you control until the end of turn. Alright, we got more here for the attacking deck. And maybe for tribal. I think we put it in here. It has a home. It's going to be in tribal. I think for a while. We'll see how it goes. So yes, that's how our list looks at the end. We do have some Orc stars with Minsk and all the Planeswalkers basically, because we can basically find multiple homes for them. And Irenicus for the Chaos and for the Group Huggy decks. But one thing I'm happy about though is if you look at the spread of how this tier list looks, there's nothing in here that's backbreakingly must go in and be in every version of Niv, and I'm very happy about that for this Commander Legends deck set. I'm also very happy that there's a ton of fun cards here. Like you see here, fun but not efficient it's very encouraging to me that I feel that the fun but not efficient section is the second biggest thing here. Like it should be this way. It should be has a home, should be the peak. Fun but efficient. Multi-deck stars, I feel, should be there. And then Brewing Idea. Obviously, we don't want any passes, but, it'll be as it is. Well, I hope you enjoyed that ramble, and we look forward to playing these cards when they come out.